Hello students, welcome to Module 7, Problem Set 7. We will be working today with lengths, so I would like you to go ahead and write the following at the top of your page. You will write 1 foot equals 12 inches. You will also write, oh goodness, technical difficulties. All right, trying that again. Thank you for your flexibility. 1 foot equals 12 inches. Next, I'm going to go further to my left and write 3 yards equals 3 feet, which then will equal 36 inches. Here we have our measurements of length that we will be using today as we practice. Okay, here we go. So to combine these two together, I'm going to say 3 feet. When I'm adding, I'm combining together. Then you'll notice the final answer is in yards, so I need to change that to be 1 yard. Oops, I did something wrong up here. Did you already spot my mistake? What was it? Instead of having 3 yards right here, that should say 1 yard. Oh my goodness. I'll pretend I did that on purpose to see if you caught my mistake. So good job if you caught my mistake. If not, we'll keep working on this, okay? All right, so if I am doing an addition problem, I'm combining. If I'm doing a subtraction problem, I'm taking apart, okay? Here with a yard, I need to take apart those yards, and I'm going to make them into 3 yards. So actually, instead of drawing 2 lines, I'm going to draw a little equal sign. I'm taking the yards apart, or I'm converting them into feet. So 3 feet minus 1 feet equals 2 feet. So again, this is take apart. And this one is put together. The difference between adding and subtracting. All right, we'll try B and D before we move on to part 2. So this will be, because it's an adding problem, will I put together or will I take apart? I will put these together. So looking for the ones that have the same measurement, 1 and 2, because they are both feet. And now that will be 3 feet. 3 feet equals 1 yard, which I'm not done yet because I still have 3 more yards here. So I'm noticing 3 yards plus 1 yard equals 4 yards in total. Part D, 8 yards minus 1 foot. This is subtraction. Will I put together or take apart? I will need to take apart. So 8 yards, we're going to turn that into 7 yards and 3 feet. I'm taking 1 yard and right away I'm just turning it into 3 feet. So I will still have 7 yards at the end, and then I have 3 feet minus 1 foot, which equals 2 feet. Moving on to part 2, these problems are similar. We will do 4 of these together and then move on to the second page. All right, so part A, 5 yards and 2 feet plus 2 feet. I will put these together, 4 feet, and then I will take it apart, okay, turning 3 of those feet into 1 yard and keeping one of those as 1 foot, okay? So 5 yards, 1 yard, and 1 foot. I will have 6 yards and 1 foot at the end. Over to part B, I will combine what is in common, so 9 yards, and 2 plus 2, which is 4 feet. Then I will take that apart because 1 yard is 3 feet. I will have 1 foot left over. So adding those up, 9 yards plus 1 yard equals 10 yards and 1 foot left. I can't turn that into another yard. All right, so both of those were put together because they're adding. If you look at the next two, both of these will be take aparts. How do you know? Because they are subtraction problems. So 4 yards, I'm going to take that apart into 3 yards. And I'm going to change the 1 yard into 3 feet. Now I'm going to rewrite this problem. So 3 yards, and I can't forget this 1 foot up here, 3 yards and 4 feet minus 2 feet. So 3 yards will be the same in that final answer. 4 feet minus 2 feet equals 2 feet. Here we go with part D. I'm going to take this apart. The reason why I'm taking it apart, if right away I try to take 1 foot minus 2 feet, that's not going to work, friends. So I need to do some regrouping, okay? So in order to regroup, I'm taking it apart, turning it into 5 yards and 3 feet. Rewriting it then as 5 yards. I'm going to come down here. 5 yards, keeping both of those pieces, 4 feet minus 2 yards and 2 feet equals. And I'm combining them, but not combining them like adding them together. I'm just looking for this is yards and this is yards. So this is 5 minus 2 equals 3. And then 4 minus 2 equals 2. Whew. All right, on to the word problems. Please box the question, circle the numbers, underline important information. All right, we're drawing a picture. How much taller is Matthew is what we want to understand. So I'm writing M for Matthew and E for Emma. Here's Matthew, 6 feet 2 inches. He is very tall. His cousin Emma is 3 feet 6 inches tall. Okay, so here's my question. How much taller? So is this an add, subtract, multiply, or divide kind of problem? This is a subtraction problem. Now 2 inches minus 6 inches, can I do that? No, so I'm going to borrow, but instead of just adding 1 to the 2, what I'm doing, I'm taking feet and I'm turning them into inches, so that 2 is going to become 14. Because 1 foot equals 12 inches, plus that 2 inches equals 14. So 14 minus 6, we have 8 inches, and then 5 minus 3 is 2 feet. So we will say Matthew is 2 feet, 8 inches taller than Emma. All right, number 4, box the question, circle the numbers, Underline important information. So here we have Jared climbing up a rope. Okay. So it looks like he's climbing this much, and then he's climbing some more, and we need to know the total amount. So let's go ahead. Oops. Go with 10 feet, 4 inches, 3 feet, 9 inches. We will add these together. All right, 13 inches and 13 feet. Can I leave my answer like that? No, because here in 13 inches, that's actually going to equal 1 foot with 1 inch left over. So we'll add that together with 13 feet and say Jared climbed 14 feet 1 inch, which means Jared is super strong. I don't get very high on a rope at all. All right, last one. Looks like we've got 2. Excuse me. I need a nap. All right, looks like we've got 2 questions about the same information. So I'm going to go ahead and think about this. Quadrilateral has a perimeter of 18 feet and 2 inches. So that means all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that, saying all the way around is 18 feet, 2 inches. The sum of 3 of the sides is 12 feet, 4 inches. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm trying to here box the question. What is the length of the 4th side? Okay, so if I get over to here, I'm at 12 feet, 4 inches. And to figure out that dotted line, to figure out that side, I'm going to subtract. 18 feet, 2 inches is the total of all of the sides. And the total of 3 of the sides is 12 feet, 4 inches. Oops. I'm not going to add, I'm going to subtract. All right, so I'm taking 1 foot, and then that's coming over here. It's turning into a 14. Why? Because 12 plus 2 equals 14. That's where that's coming from. So 14 minus 4 equals 10 inches. 17 minus 12 equals 5 feet. So say the 4th side is 5 feet, 10 inches. Part B, an equilateral triangle has a side length equal to the 4th side of the quadrilateral. So 4th side, that was this one, so this. So I'm going to be using that for this problem down here. An equilateral triangle. So you'll remember this, I believe, from module 4. Equilateral means all the sides are equal. What then is the perimeter of the triangle? So starting on one side and going all around. If one side is 5 feet, 10 inches, then I need to add, subtract, multiply, or divide to find the answer. I will need to add. You might also multiply because you know all 3 sides are the same. But for today's, I'm going to go ahead and add. If you would like to multiply, you're welcome to do that. All right, adding these on up. So I've got 30 inches and I've got 15 feet. Can I leave my answer like this? No, because 24 of those inches will equal 2 feet. So this is really like 15 feet plus 2 feet plus 6 more inches. So the perimeter of the triangle is 17 feet 6 inches. And there we have it. At this time, you'll do the lesson 7 homework and then check your answers with your parents. The answers are posted on Class Dojo. All right. Until next time.